Assalamualaikum and good day everybody. My name is Salinayanti binti Salim and these are my team members Suhitin and Siti Haslina Hussein. The three of us are from the Faculty of Education, Language and Communication, Universiti Malaysia, Sarawak, Kota, Samarahan, Malaysia. For this conference, we are going to share with you our paper entitled Themes in Islamic Dawah by Malaysian Preacher on TikTok. It is actually a preliminary study. First of all, dawah is defined as inviting individuals to explore Islam through guidance and giving advice. And for the past decades, since the arrival of the internet, there are a lot of studies related to religion and how the internet is used to spread religion. However, based on my research, there seems to be a lack of understanding regarding the specific themes of da'wah propagated on TikTok. Because the past studies they focus on website and the da'wah they looked at were Friday sermons. The rapid growth of social media and the increased use for sharing religious content can actually lead to the consumptions of misguided information. And to avoid obtaining wrong information, social media users they commonly choose da'wah content from those with formal Islamic background and they happen to be famous. And this is supported by the number of followers following these famous Muslim preachers. This is because famous people they tend to have this sort of attraction to influence their fans and followers. For the literature review, there are two primary ones aside from the past studies. The first one is from Mahmoud and Kasim. They looked at the applications of meta discursive device in Islamic Friday sermon in English language website. And for Jafilus, Ash'ari and Rasid, they examine religious sermons specifically in Negeri Sembilan, and these are the themes that they found: faith in God, worship, and morality. In this study, we analyze 10 videos from 10 famous Muslim preachers in Malaysia on TikTok. Okay, and they were criteria that we looked at, such as the duration. The duration that we put shouldn't be the maximum was 2 minutes, and the post year was recent, starting last year up to recent year, and then the view counts. The view counts were actually above 1,000 views, and after that they were transcribed, and then these transcribed were coded, and we identify recurring patterns. We look for keywords, such as for one finding, one theme. We look at this is a theme called religious preaching, and we identify it through the keywords such as principle and practice. We found three themes in this analysis. The first one is religious teaching, and this is actually the most prevalent themes, and it focusing on dissemination of Islamic knowledge, belief, and principle as well as practices. And this is one of the excerpt. We can look here. The preacher was trying to teach the men, specifically for men, because they are the ones who frequent the Friday prayers. Okay, this is a reminder for men. There seems to be a bit of an authority there. Okay, and a person who proclaims to call to the daily prayer, the Bilal, and he asks, what do we reply to it? So he's teaching them what to reply. The other one is spiritual reflection. In this spiritual reflection, this theme it actually involves deep thinking about one's belief and experiences related to spirituality. It's like we are reflecting. We ask ourselves. It's more like a we talk to ourselves, right? This ustad, he said in the preaching, he said, "What is that I have with me?" He's asking the audience to reflect with him. My call tomorrow, my final call will be the janazah van. And our rank, right, gentlemen? What is all this rank? He's scared. So he's actually inviting the audience to think about the shortness, about the brief, about the brevity of this life. And then the third finding is called moral guidance. Moral guidance, this is actually compared to the other two themes, this one involves directly with other people. It's not just um, I learned that da'wah is just not for me, but it also teaches. This theme focuses the scholars, the preachers, they emphasize this part on how are we going to interact with other people. That's why it's called moral guidance. One of the example of the excerpt here, you can see whoever feel their lives are financially challenging, whoever feels their salaries are not enough, whoever feels today their children do not listen to them, bring your mother and father to live with you. Indirectly, this preacher was trying to encourage encourage the audience to be nice to their parents instead of leaving them living by themselves in the village. We are encouraged to take our parents to live with us. Other than it being our responsibility, this can also open the door. He believed that this can also open the door to having more blessing in life, and that blessing can come in many forms, like perhaps financially, and maybe the children will start listening to them, okay, and behave in the right manner, so on and so forth. So based on the finding, we found that religious teaching is the most predominant theme among Malaysian famous preacher on TikTok. This it actually differs from past study on Friday sermons, okay? And this difference may stem from the platform nature and also the audience demographic. Friday prayer sermons focus on religious duties and building faith in God, while TikTok Dawah offer a wider range of Islamic teaching. Okay, and then the audience on TikTok, they are not just they don't comprise of men only. They are women, and these also are they can also be watched by children, and more importantly they can also be watched by non-Muslims. So the content are more they are wider because they cater to a diverse group of audience, and also because that's because the content they know that they cannot determine who will listen to them. They cannot determine who will listen to the preaching, and so the content is tailored in a very general way. Okay, so in conclusion, this preliminary study has discussed the thematic content of Islamic Dawah videos on TikTok, and then we found three primary themes: religious teaching, spiritual reflection, and moral guidance. Further research we propose could examine how themes in Islamic preaching on social media platform influence people's belief and also their action. Instead of just looking at the theme, we would involve future research could involve the audience themselves perhaps conduct a survey or interview and see what are the impacts that they get from watching all these dakwah videos. Okay, and these are the references that we use. And also we are open to any Q&A, and we will try our best to answer each and every question. For that, I thank you for watching our video. We hope that there will be a future collaboration with the audience, those who watch this video. Alright, that's all from me. Assalamualaikum and goodbye.